Hello guys, today I'm gonna tell you a story. This is my first traumatic experience as a private English teacher. I'll give you some vocabulary as well, so listen up. It was the year 2009 when I came back from America, and as far as I remember, it was winter time. I wanted to lead a very good lifestyle. For that, I needed money. First thing that came into my mind was getting some part-time job as a private English tutor. Okay, I remember I printed some advertisement and placed them, stuck them on those information boards, around the neighborhood. That time we didn't have no internet. 2009 Saratov, we didn't have no internet. So I also placed some advertisements in local newspapers. I was waiting. I was ready to make a double backflip when I first heard the telephone call. It was some granny who lived in the center of the city. She had a grandson who lived next door to me, not so very, very far away from me. I was surprised, I was excited. I came at the address, but there is one thing I didn't mention. They wanted to have the studies at 8 o'clock on Sundays. I thought they were strange early birds, but I was just okay with it. Okay, nevertheless. I came at the address and I saw barracks. And when I say barracks, I mean not some stylish apartments with entry doors. No. No entry phones, nothing. I guess they don't lock any doors right there even, because they don't have them. I thought, okay, let's have a look at the interior design, right? Okay, so I came in. I was met by some woman who is a school marm. Do you know a school marm? Real school marm. Okay, she started testing and examining me. In English, in whatever, theory and practice of pedagogical science, just in the doorway. I couldn't even take the first step. She started examining me. I was okay. Well, I had something to answer her back, so why not? Let's go. Let's play the game. It was just a challenge for me. Okay, so we came in. I sat on something that used to be an armchair 50 years ago, and I wanted to see the client, right? He crawled somewhere from underneath the armchair, and he wasn't brave enough to say his name and say hello. He didn't even look into my eyes. I'm telling you, that's shocking. That was a real personal shock for me. I was like, okay. Well, that lady who was a suppressive person, such a phenomenon, right? Suppressive person. She's never satisfied. She had some arrogant facial expression like that. She was sitting in front of us with such a face like, surprise me, boy. Okay, let's go. Surprise. Well, got it. So, all right. After several minutes, the boy was brave enough to say that A was A. I meant the first letter in the alphabet. I started with some simple words. He was in his third or fourth year of English studies, so supposedly he heard some words before, right? Well, so I tried to have some vocabulary out of him. And started with colors. All right. That lady, she couldn't stop interrupting us. She was talking all the time, teaching me how to deal with her son, right? Screaming at the child all the time. The child was paralyzed, really. He couldn't say anything. All right. I was like, it was very hard, really. It was very hard, very nervous. I still don't know how to deal with such kind of people. But anyway, it was a challenge for me, right? And another thing, I needed clients, I needed my money that time, very much. So I accepted that kind of a game. And what happened next? there was a moment of silence. She kind of left us without any loud screams for 2 or 3 minutes, and the child gave me the first word, red or something, right? Red, the color. He soon forgot it. He said he had never said it before. Okay, nevertheless. Later it became, well, I saw the progress itself. I saw it because supposedly this child has never talked to anyone before. Well, anyway, so we started sharing some words about colors, well, like green, red, blue, whatever, right? And that lady realized that we were quite okay and happy without her, that there was some understanding between us, there was some sense of communication, right? Well, she couldn't stand it, she couldn't face it, she couldn't bear it. She burst out speaking. All of her inside world just came out. Whoa. She was so loud, I just couldn't go on. I couldn't speak. Such a loud creature is right here, like blah, blah, blah all the time. I felt myself terribly, really. But what I did was surprising even for myself, because I like challenges very much. I sat back on my armchair like that, on something that used to be an armchair many years ago, and I was listening to her. Then, right in the middle of his speech that I was no longer listening to, right in the middle of the sentence, I said loudly, clearly, and directly, "Tea will do," or just tea for me, which is the same, right? There was a reload in her head. She was shocked. She was stunned, really. Well, she was like, she didn't know what to do. There was a firework display in her head. I could hear it, really. Also, neural networks were just collapsing, one after another. After 3 to 5 minutes, I was making myself comfortable and warm with a cup of tea. That lady never said any single word. Well, I used to have many lessons with her child later on. We even had some progress, yeah, I'm telling you. So right now, I don't remember even their names. It happened so long ago. I don't remember even the faces of them, right? Well, what I want to say, what's the moral? What's the moral of the story, guys? The moral is that don't be afraid to speak your mind. If something is wrong, just say it, right? Focus, concentrate on it and say it. Well, verbally express it. That's it. That's all you need to do with some crazy clients, okay? If something's wrong, you just can't remain silent and swallow it, right? Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. So if you like the story, please, you know what to do, right? And click the notification bell, right? Let me know if the story was okay.